Okay, hello, greetings and welcome everyone. Just doing an update on the Tai Chi warpad, and the guys are basically going through the 7-point body push, and you start off with a yield, but instead of going through all 7, we do point 1 and then you issue, and then point 2 and issue, and it's a rather free-form exercise. So these guys are 1 week into practicing this on the wall pad, and the first day of doing a 7-point body push exercise with an issue. And they've previously learnt 7-point body push as a backward forward normal push hand set. And so every week we're just updating a video on how long it takes to actually learn Fa Jin. And what we're looking for each week is sinking, that the body becomes more relaxed, more grounded, there's more biotense equity and less muscle, and that the feeling skill is there, that they're getting their partner's feet to lift off more cleanly, and there's less intent and more elasticity. So over the months, simply putting the camera on once a week and just looking at yourself, seeing where you're at, you can see your good points and bad points straight away. And this process of evaluating yourself through a video like this is very, very beneficial. So if you do set up a Tai Chi wall pad like this, put the camera on. After you finish, evaluate your performance and do visualization exercises on fixing each of the problems. And with this type of pad, you can get a very, very large amount of issues in a very short amount of time. So they did a week of vital breathing already. So now they're blending the awareness of the feeling of vital energy into the movements. If they hadn't already done that 1 week, they would be taking a break between every 9 issues to vital breathe and recalibrate their mind. But because they're quite familiar with the feeling of vital energy, they can keep it on in the background and maintain a sense of that life force awareness during the process. So with each day, they are looking for dropping the hip a little bit more, being a little bit more grounded, sinking and letting go of the muscles a bit more downward elasticity, a bit more stretch in the body, a bit more life force awareness. When they transition to astral or chi awareness, the rate of transformation becomes very, very, very slow. This is the speed of the tendons and ligaments and sinews and elasticity that we're working out and then incorporating the awareness. So this is a highly intentional type of exercise. When they start the astral training, they start working with the non-intentional phase. And in the non-intentional phase, the feeder does a bit more work and the issuer just sinks and drops into a type of astral or chi vacuity. They slow everything down, let it go downward, and let the force come back out. So here we're still at the intentional phase, and the skills and energy they develop during the intentional phase, when they start the non-intentional phase, they will change the feeling and focus more on their own body awareness, more on their energy, more on sinking, and softening the space downwards in and around them than on producing the issue. So when Fa Jin, when you're exploding, it's an intentional explosion, and then you refine it from the intentional to the non-intentional. There's a very distinct development process in that. And okay, other things that are happening, I'm moving the classes from next month to Canada. I'll be in Vancouver Island for the winter. So people living in Canada who wish to come and train, that'll be open. And once the US border opens in Canada, several people have contacted me wanting to come and train from there. So during the winter, early spring period, that's where I'll be. When the snows start to melt, I'll drive across to New Brunswick. I have an acre of land there where we're going to build a retreat. And it's located on a river, 12 kilometers from St. Stephen's, the Calais border, US border. Very nice spot, and so that'll be the summer training spot each year, and that's where I'll make myself available. Coming from year after next, it's very possible we'll be renovating a temple in Japan. That's spring and autumn. We'll be living in the temple in Japan. So those of you who are more interested in the Buddhist theme, then you'll have that opportunity to do a hermetic aspect of Buddhism and just come there and hang out and practice. But once there are several, over 100 temples for sale in Japan, old Buddhist temples, and we're looking at, as a group, of renovating one of them and bringing it back to life. So once everybody's organised, I'll let everyone know on Facebook once we've found a suitable one. Anybody wants to be part of that. It's non-profit. The gentleman who's going to own it will have it in a trust, so it'll be there for the next generation as well. And I'll be volunteering my time to help build the place and support it as much as I can once we've found the right temple to renovate. So that'll be year after next. And then the summers will be in New Brunswick. Okay, so I hope that sort of updates everybody on what's happening with training and workshops. As soon as the COVID situation is settled, then I can schedule the workshops more cleanly. In the meantime, one-on-one and or 1 to 3 people I can teach from where I'll be living in Vancouver Island. So if you're in Canada and you want to train, just let me know, and I'll be training the Hermetics full-time myself. If you have an interest in Qigong or the Tai Chi, you will need a training partner for that component. So you would have to come and train with someone. Like these gentlemen are doing this exercise. I'll have one of these pads set up in my home in Canada so that people who want to do this type of work can. And you just need to make sure that you're going to come with a training partner, or I can line people up who want to train, that you can train with someone to do this. And you'll find that if you're in Tai Chi and you get one of these made up, your growth rate accelerates dramatically. Okay, so this should update basically what's happening at the workshops and how these guys are going on the 1 week mark of this exercise, and the 7-point body push exercise which they're doing now. They practiced this for a few minutes before I made this video, so it was all new to them. All right, take care, and catch you on the next video. Thanks, guys.